It's a real simple thing, but it's one thing that's worth doing on an annual basis. Okay, so this was your Eagle Scout project from 1 year ago today.
Yeah.
And so now we're just, because it's 1 year ago, we're doing just an annual check to make sure everything's good. Okay, Jeff Marsocci, the plain English attorney. I am here with Ewan, and this is his Eagle Scout project. So Ewan, why don't you just tell us a little bit about what you did as part of your Eagle Scout project?
So I made two 8 by 10 foot bulletin boards for Ridley Creek State Park that are just signs so they can put up all their notices and things like that. But this is a really big upgrade from the last model, which was about 1/10 of the size and not very useful.
Okay. All right, so just, I guess, describe it. What did you have to do?
Well, one of the things I had to do is I had to make plans for this entire thing since the old plans weren't compatible. Along with that, we had to cut lots of pieces of wood so we could roof this, get the posts lined up on this giant board with the frame and all that.
Okay, and now it's 1 year later, and there's a couple of things that might just need a little bit of touching up, right?
Yeah.
What are you seeing?
Really, there's a little bowing on our frame. One of the beams split. There's nothing we can help with that. And there's been wasps, it seems, but that's just a spray type thing.
Okay, so the point is, even if you've got a really good setup, you went through the trouble of putting a lot of effort in on the front end, that doesn't mean you can just leave it and let it go.
Yeah.
It's got to have a little bit of maintenance every now and then. Cool. Thanks, Ewan. Okay, so that was with Ewan. This was the Eagle Scout project I mentioned. It's really similar to doing a revocable living trust, getting the whole setup done, but just because it gets set up and it might be perfect doesn't mean there isn't something that you have to look at on an annual basis. Just make sure that if there are any touch-ups that need to be done, that they get done. For a lot of my clients, this is just a couple of areas. We always want to make sure we're checking your assets to make sure if you've got any new accounts that they were in the name of the trust or payable upon death to the trust. So we typically do a run through on that. Then we go and see, do you still want the same power of attorney, agents, trustees, and whatnot, and your healthcare agents? And is there any changes you might want to make to who are the beneficiaries? And then finally, we review, have there been any tax changes or any estate planning legal changes that you might have to account for? It's a real simple thing, but it's one thing that's worth doing on an annual basis.